We just got some breaking news. The 2020 New York International Auto Show is going to be delayed till August. Yes, the coronavirus strikes again. This automotive show will be moved back, and that's going to cause several disruptions this summer, including the planned debut of the Ford Bronco Sport, and maybe that affects the Bronco, and maybe it affects the Ram TRX Rebel. Boy, a lot of stuff could change this summer. In this video, I'm going to tell you what that means, what you can expect, and what may happen with these car reveals. We're getting started on all that right now. Hey, it's Tim, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk. If this is your first time on this channel, welcome. On this channel, I do truck and SUV news, reviews, I do million-mile truck stories, I do reliability stories, I do a lot of cool stuff. So go ahead and subscribe, click the bell, smash the like button, and stick around because you're going to want to. So, like I said, just got the breaking news. The 2020 New York International Auto Show is being pushed back. Now, this means it'll be pushed back till August. So what typically happens, and I guess I'll back up a little bit in how vehicles kind of come to market, is typically you do a reveal at an auto show or an event off-site, kind of around the same kind of timing. And what that reveal is the vehicle, you're going to show off the new vehicle, you show off the exterior design, interior design, and talk about what powertrain is going to be, what options are going to be available in that truck or SUV. You typically don't talk mile per gallon, you don't talk price, and you don't let anybody drive it because it's still kind of a development kind of vehicle. And then about a month and a half, 2 months later, you do a first drive program with the media where I fly in. You have a long lead or a short lead. The long lead is when they do like a longer event, usually with magazines that do a lot of these because they have to have more photos, they have to have a longer lead time, so they do magazines so far out. And short leads, guys like me, just going to shoot a video and knock it out that same week. Typically that stuff's embargoed for a week after you drive program, where we get to the same page, and that's when you see all these massive news stories go out about this vehicle. It drops because that's when the embargo breaks. And then about a month or so after that, you'll hear stories, but it's in the factory, and usually it start to do the factory planning in that time period too. And then about a month or two after that, you get it on dealer lots. So it's kind of progression. I guess I should say a month after the media drives, the ordering bank opens up, and so you do pre-orders, and then it gets the media drivers dealer lots, and then media like myself and others will get them for press loans, which is a weekly loan we get, and we do a review on it. So all this kind of builds up. It's kind of how it all stacks up for the PR, and then the marketing team gets in kind of embedded as well. And once all these reviews and stuff go live, the marketing team takes over and helps push it out as well. That's how a new product gets launched. And then usually after the vehicle is launched and it gets in press fleets, the next vehicle starts up. So when you have like this disruptions in the industry, like we're seeing now with New York International Auto Show, you're going to have disruptions in that timing. Automakers still have to get that timing, down. They still have to get vehicles out because they've made production plans years in advance. And so, for example, Ford Bronco Sport is a great example. Ford Bronco Sport, the factory's already ramping up their production of this. It's already, those plans are moving along. You can't delay the plant and hiring people and suppliers and getting this vehicle out the marketplace just because you can't hold an event. I mean, that's kind of ridiculous. You have to keep the vehicles going. And so while we won't see the Ford Bronco Sport in New York, it's not going to happen because, like I said, the show is going to be delayed. I do not foresee them delaying the reveal till August. There's been a couple cases that's happened. So Ram did this recently. Ram did the new 2019 Ram 1500. They unveiled it in the Detroit Auto Show in January, and in February it was on dealer lots. That was amazing. I've never seen an automaker do it. Typically you have a 6-month kind of windows, kind of what's going on. So could Ford do the same thing? That's one possibility. Ford could hold off the Ford Bronco Sport and wait till August, reveal it, have dealer lots a month after. Doesn't give you a whole lot of build-up time, doesn't give you a whole lot of pre-order time, doesn't give a whole lot of energy as far as marketing and teams working together to get that all that out there. And the magazines get screwed on that deal because they don't have time to put all the articles there. So that's a possibility. I think it's more likely Ford may do more of a YouTube reveal, or they may do a reveal on a press release and send us all of the media. The press release is already written for the Ford Bronco Sport. It's probably already written for the Ford Bronco. I mean, this stuff is already kind of done. They have initial photos done of this. They don't have like the scenic drive photos. The kind of a lot of times those scenic drive photos you see are from media events that we go to. And so they do two birds, one stone. They have media fly in, they drive them, and then the day before we get there, they shoot a bunch of B-roll that we use, and then they use as well in marketing. And so they don't have that, but they have some images they've taken maybe in the studios and things. And so they may have to run outside and hire a photographer to come in and run outside, do some outside photography. They may have to do some outside B-roll. Not every automaker has that done beforehand. And so what you may see them doing is they may do a YouTube reveal, which would make a lot of sense to me. And they would do photos and video coming our way as far as just a press release. Because they have to keep the sequence going. So is the Ford Bronco delayed? No. Is its debut in question? Yes. And Ford specifically is going to be kind of targeted here because they actually have a ban on travel for non-essential purposes. And I don't think the Ford Bronco reveal is an essential purpose. So their team can't travel as per a ban the company has. New York International Auto Show is pushed back. So I think you're going to see them get very creative in how they're going to unveil this truck. And you see very creative in how they're going to do future reveals as far as auto shows in the fall. So New York International Auto Show is going to be just kind of a putz show this year because everything will be unveiled in the spring and the summer. Detroit will be in summer too. There won't be much in New York this year. New York's probably just going to be leftovers because you can't change product timing that fast. So there you go. So I just mumbled a bunch about what's going to happen because really we don't know. We do know this. Ford Bronco Sport will not be unveiled in New York Auto Show. We do know that there's a Cadillac SUV, electric SUV, that was delayed as well because of the coronavirus going on. So there's going to be some disruptions in how you're going to see media cover things. The disruptions when the vehicles get out there. I think those reveals will still happen. We're a little bit it's March 10th. I expected the Ford Bronco to be unveiled in the next week or two. I'm hearing nothing about that. And I expected the Ford Bronco Sport to be in April. So things are going to be all jumbled up for a while, and then they'll be straightened out by the end of summer, hopefully, if the virus kind of, goes away like it normally does. So lots of changes going on, lots of me mumbling on camera, but a lot of interesting stuff going on. Interesting behind the scenes. We'll see what PR teams do. I can tell you right now that I don't think things will be that much delayed. They can make some changes. They still have got to reveal the product. They have got to get the production plans going. But you may see, instead of April, maybe May. Instead of May, maybe June. These companies may be waiting for the coronavirus to kind of subside before they do something. And then all of a sudden, I may not be home for a month. It could be. Lots of cool stuff going on. Lots of interesting stuff going on. Lots of, So what do you think? What do you think is going to happen? Do you think, I'm going to give 3 choices. Do you think Ford's just going to do a YouTube reveal and just do a live YouTube? Do you think they're going to send out a press release with the embargoed photos and stuff like that and just go with a press release and just let everybody just run what they want to run without any sort of announcement? Or do you think, number 3, they're going to delay it until May or June and to the last possible minute they can, and then they're going to just have to do one of the 2 that I told you prior. So interesting stuff. So make sure you comment below. Also find us on pickuptrucktalk.com. Those 3 words work again on Pickup Truck Talk. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Trust me, we're there. I do funny memes all the time. It's a good time. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you down the road.